Nameless Love, American adaptation. My one-bedroom apartment sits on the third floor of an aging walk-up in Queens, New York. I share the building with strangers, mostly other immigrants, but none from my hometown, none who speak my native tongue. Every morning at 6:30, I leave for a construction site in Brooklyn. By 8 p.m., I return, covered in grime, my limbs stiff, my mind numb. Every morning, the moment I open my eyes, I see her face, my wife, Nora. But for 3 years, that face hasn't smiled at me from a phone screen. I know everything. But I say nothing. Her love has vanished like a deleted message, but mine remains, untouched, outdated, stubborn. Every month, I wire most of my paycheck to her bank account in Ohio. I tell her, use it for the kids. And yourself. She always replies, okay. That's all. No, I miss you. No, I love you. Not anymore. I've seen the clues, the blurry Facebook tags, the sudden silences, the one text she forgot to delete. I'm not stupid. I'm just still. I stay silent because I want my kids to grow up believing Dad's working hard in New York. He's sending money home. But when I jolt awake at 2 a.m., heart racing, I ask myself, is this my family? Are these even my children? I think of going back. Of confronting everything. But I see my kids' faces in my head, and I know, if I shatter this illusion, their childhood breaks with it. So I live in silence. It's all I have left. We met in high school, me, the new immigrant working weekends at a mechanic's shop, her the confident city girl with a sharp tongue and a soft laugh. It started with notes in lockers, late-night texts, secret drives to nowhere. Her family hated me. I was the son of a warehouse janitor with a shaky immigration status. They said I'd drag her down. But she loved my sincerity. I loved her fire. We got married quietly at the courthouse. I got a second job. She started college. We had nothing but each other, and we thought that was enough. One day we'll have our own house, I told her, and I'll paint every wall. She smiled, but real life showed up. Rent, tuition, 2 pregnancies back to back. Laughter turned into sighs. She said, we need money. Love can't raise kids. So I left. New York had jobs. At least more than Dayton, Ohio ever did. I promised I'd return after a year. That was 3 years ago. Things changed. The first year, we talked every night. Second year, once a week. By the third, only when I sent money. Then my cousin Sam, who still lived in Dayton, called me. Bro, you need to know. There's this guy. Scott. He's around your house a lot. I froze. But I didn't accuse. I only asked Nora, everything okay? She said, yeah, fine. But her voice, God, her voice. It was distant. Cautious. I checked Facebook. His comments were everywhere, on photos of my kids. My wife. Scott, my favorite girl's 2 hearts. I asked her directly, who's Scott? She hesitated. He's a friend. Helps with the kids. You know I can't drive. My stomach dropped. I stopped asking after that. I sent gifts for the kids, Lego sets, princess dresses, sneakers that lit up. On a video call one Sunday, my daughter giggled, Daddy, guess what? Scott bought us a trampoline. Nora's face went pale. Emma, hush. The screen shook. I couldn't speak. Trampoline? That was supposed to be my surprise. Later, I called again. So Scott's part of the family now? I asked. She snapped, don't be petty. He's helping while you're off in New York. It's not like you're here. I said, I'm doing my best to come home. She laughed. Bitterly. You've been saying that for 2 years. Then she hung up. After that, we stopped speaking. Only the money went through. Like a paycheck to a stranger. Winter hit hard. One day at the site, I fainted. Just dropped, face down in the mud. In the ER, they said, malnutrition. Stress. You need to rest. Rest. With bills, rent, and child support I wasn't even legally obligated to send, I called her from my hospital bed. She picked up after 2 rings. I'm in the hospital, I said. She sighed. What happened now? I collapsed. Exhaustion, they said. Long pause. Well, I told you to take care of yourself. That was it. That was the extent of her worry. That night, I dreamt my daughter ran into my arms yelling, Daddy. I woke up soaked in cold sweat. For the first time in years, I cried. The doctor said, another breakdown and you'll do permanent damage. I booked my flight. Quietly. No announcement. No dramatic text. When I walked up the driveway in Dayton, my knees trembled. Emma screamed when she saw me. Daddy. She jumped into my arms. My son, Liam, stood beside her, taller than I remembered, unsure. Then Nora stepped onto the porch. She stuttered, yeah, I'm back. Inside, the house was filled with new furniture, flat screens, granite countertops. All bought with my money. I looked at her. Where is he? Before she could speak, Sam knocked and walked in. His eyes avoided mine. You okay, bro? He looked at Nora, then back at me. He knew. That night, after the kids fell asleep, I sat on the porch. She joined me. Do you want to talk? I asked. Do you know? She asked. Yeah. Do you hate me? I shook my head. I don't even know who to blame anymore. She whispered. Scott loves me. I asked. Do you love him? She didn't answer. But her tears did. Next morning, Scott came by. Can we talk? He said, hands stuffed in his jacket. Sure. I didn't plan this. I was just helping. Nora needed someone. I interrupted. And you were just the hero? He stepped forward. You left. You weren't here. What did you expect? I kept calm. I expected my wife to wait. I expected loyalty. Nora came to the door, arms crossed. Don't do this here. Let's go together. The kids already love me. I turned to her. And what about me? Do I matter at all? Her voice cracked. You matter. But I'm tired. You were gone for so long. I was lonely. I'm not perfect. Neither am I. She said nothing more. Neither did I. I stayed a few more days. The kids smiled when I was there, but didn't cry when I left the room. I wasn't the core of their world anymore. I packed quietly. Left a letter under her pillow. I don't hate you. I hate the silence between us. Maybe Scott filled a space I left empty. But I never stopped loving you, or them. This is my last gift. My absence. I won't send money anymore. I won't pretend anymore. Just tell the kids, Dad loves them. Always. I kissed my kids one last time. Emma stirred but didn't wake. I moved to a small town in Pennsylvania. My parents were older now. My younger brother ran the family's auto repair shop, and I joined him. I rebuilt engines, replaced tires, and started smiling again. A year later, a letter arrived. From Nora. We're doing okay. Scott has a job. But I'm not happy. He yells a lot. Doesn't trust me. Emma asks where her real dad is. I didn't realize what I had. Until I lost it. I stopped reading. The past is gone. Love isn't about money or big gestures. It's about being there. I wasn't. That's the truth. Now I sit by the Susquehanna River each evening, thinking of 2 kids growing up without me, and I wonder, will they remember my voice? My hugs, that ache in my chest. It never leaves, but I live. Quietly. With a love that has no name, because not all love is meant to be kept. Some love just teaches you how to let go, and that, too, is love. End.